And welcome back, guys, to the LP of Close Combat Cross of Iron. So moving on. So finally, second battle in Operation Barbarossa. So anywho, we have a briefing. This is briefing for this specific map. So again, battle briefing, operation briefing. You only need to read once, and that's about it. Now we have a battle briefing. Blitzkrieg, the war begins classical, but now we're gonna have a briefing on scenario map 2, so the battle 2. Continue driving on Lvov. Intelligence indicates that the enemy is still fighting with troops that can't measure up to the men of the Wehrmacht. The objective is to capture one or more of the river crossings so our panzers and vehicles can continue driving eastward. Your command is still attached to the 24th Motorized Division. The enemy might have armor, even heavy tanks, but the crews are no match for ours. You might want to refit or replace any armor you have in your fighting force. Reconnaissance reports a bridgehead over the river at the northernmost ford. You can deploy at the foot of the hill 121 or send infantry through the forest onto the Bolsheviks' front. Forward observers have sent back word that the hills east of the river cover the bridge and southern ford as well as the main road to Lvov. However, the shortest route to Lvov is across the southern ford and straight towards Hill 122. Be warned though, that if you attempt this route, you might be under constant enemy fire. Okay, so the good stuff is there. So this is the map. As you can see, this is where we are being warned. These are the two big hills we have here. This is one of the fords, I think, here and here. The river, that is, this and this. Anyway, nonetheless, so we shall see how we shall do this specific battle, because at the moment we have a first and foremost, I'm gonna say something. What I've noticed in my previous video, my battle video, is that I talk overly too fast, and because this is not a game that, you know, everything moves overly too fast, things can happen and will happen, but I should definitely slow down, because this is definitely not Blitzkrieg or Stalingrad or whatever other game or Sudden Strike where I have to talk as fast as possible on the situation at hand, and that they're usually very fast games with a massive amount of troops at any given time. So this time around we're just gonna go slower, hopefully better, and all that jazz. So we have a platoon leader, group leader. As you can see again, as a platoon leader, as the unit is equipped for the winter combat, so has the winter gear. Group leader also has the winter gear. 80mm mortar and sniper also have winter gears. I have not noticed that before, mind you, for the 80mm mortar. That's cool. So this time we have a new thing. We have an injury squad also equipped for winter combat. I'm gonna choose that one, though as you can see here, the morale and experience is quite low actually, and medium, but if they get levels, hopefully they will be better. So we have engineers here. They cost 48. Now as you can see, use engineers when you need small arms firepower. Use them to lead or support assaults on enemy strong points, fight house to house, clear minefields, or anchor your defense. This team has some AT capability. Now I'm thinking I can refit, for instance, my platoon leader and get a medium command tank, get Panzer 3J for 90 points. I have 108 points. This is actually a good idea to do, but I'm actually thinking of not doing that for now. I'm actually gonna do, as you can see, I for instance, heavy machine gun team, MG34 team, actually has one dead crew. Now I can refit him, but for 15 points, that means 15 points just for one crewman. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, because the dude that is actually dead is the dude that had that pistol, that Luger or whatever you're gonna call that crap, Walther P38. So that is the one of the dudes that actually do it, so to speak. Hey, machine gun team, I think. Actually, maybe not. Yes, as you can see, actually not. Hey, machine gun team, actually the person that died was the dude, oh man, that actually the dude that actually had the heavy machine gun, the MG34. Well, that's bad. That's very, very bad. And maybe I don't know, I'm not so sure anymore, but all in all, that one, we definitely need to refit these bastards, sadly. So this might actually change the tactic. That was actually one thing, because I wanted to engineer squad 1 at least, and another 80mm mortar. Because of this, I might actually use, you know what, one heavy machine gun team, you know, I'm gonna leave it as is, because I don't want to waste 15. I want to get the engineering squad, and I'm gonna another 80mm support. Gonna light, let's see, what is the medium mortar? 23 points. We're left with 37. So the next time we get more points, hopefully, we shall upgrade the platoon leader to the Pence of 3J, and you know, maybe get something else. All in all, I wanted those engineers, because again, they have MP40, they have anti-tank rifles, they have of course Kar 98s, bundles, grenade bundles, they have this Hafthaltung, actual heft mines if I'm not mistaken, and of course the explosives. Have 8 grenades and 6 smoke. Oh no, this is quite impressive team. Have 8 men in the team here. I don't have this time. I don't have to this time around read, well, count. Actually, just read healthy 8. All in all, as you can see, that's the maximum amount of soldiers we can have until we get. It must be first sergeant to fill this slot. So we're not first sergeant yet. We might get that, who knows when. Actually, I have no idea how well we're gonna go, but I'm thinking because we have a higher difficulty, it's gonna actually take a while. So I'm thinking this is, as a team, is well enough, and hopefully the enemy doesn't have tanks, because at the moment, even with what we have, they could actually own everything we have. Sadly, I will check if this heavy machine gun team doesn't actually have the MG34 man, but I do remember that the MG34 dude did not die that time. So we shall see. All in all, that's about it. We can of course rename. I'm thinking actually rename the platoon leader. I'm gonna rename it immediately onto what my name is, Demon. Okay, like that. Then I'm actually gonna rename this batch later on if they actually survive this battle, as this is actually a second and very pivotal battle between all 3 battles. So you know, this is where they get the bonuses and good stuff and the great stuff. As you can see, of course, these are all the sergeants. These guys are corporals, sergeants, and all the good stuff. All in all, let's begin, shall we? This is gonna be very scary, to be honest. So unit deployment mode, click on unit, all the blah 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 and blah blah blah. Okay, so unit deployment mode. So yeah, I'm gonna set up like this. I'm gonna set up my sniper here, that is here. Actually, let's see his fire range. He's actually not bad from the position he's in, as you can see here, but definitely, yeah, definitely not good enough, because this is definitely not a hilly area, so to speak. So I'm gonna put him in this position here. Well, if I could, that is the point. If I could, I'll put him around this position here. Yeah, I think this is a perfect position, because the way he can actually shoot at the enemy. But again, if he can actually do that, that would be awesome. Again, we shall check that crap out. Press V. You see, he actually has a massive amount of range towards the enemy positions. Yeah, excellent. I think this is a good position for him. He's gonna do a defense, immediately open fire up on the enemies. So again, we have still balanced teams. We have our 80mm mortars. That is the point here. We have 80mm mortars. We can actually tell them to go back around this position here, maybe, you know, and stay there. Don't get owned by anything. This is me, of course. I'm gonna start moving my main tank, my main platoon leader. I don't know where actually. Should I go over the so-called bridge here, or go over this bridge here? Because I'm thinking, because I'm very important, so I'm gonna actually put a demon here. Demon will go there. So 80mm mortar here. This will go around this position here, because again I'm gonna try and move my mortars away, because they can again fire over the entire map. So that's not really a problem. You can leave your mortars behind. They really ain't gonna do much anything, and if anything else it is. And this is actually, of course, engineering teams. We have actually also, we have the flame. Do we wait? We actually have a flamer. Yes, as you can see, this middle persona here, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. You can see this dude has actually a flamer. Nice. So excellent. We have a flamer. Definitely will put these guys not on the open fields of glory, because again, I prefer, I mean, we have houses here. I think and this is best way, because this is quite the more of the closed in area. We have trees, and with the possibility of our engineers, we might actually do a massive amount of damage. So they will go alongside Demon. Demon will stay there. Let's see. We have the 80mm mortars there. Heavy machine gun team will be right here, covering the approach, hopefully covering the approaches. Yes, as you can see, they actually have a nice sight. Yeah, nice sight. Well, good enough, at least across a little bit hill and over the hill 121. Quite awesome. Okay, that heavy machine gun will go here. And as you can see, we still actually have heavy machine gun. No, we don't actually. My bad. So after all, the dead persona was the heavy machine gunner. Kinda bad. That's okay. So this heavy machine gun MG34 will actually stay in this position here. This heavy machine gun team will actually move down here, because they will just be a support for anyone else. They're gonna defend. Leave them where they are. This group leader will immediately sneak towards this position here, okay, because we need to get across this bridge, get over the hill 121, and hopefully the enemy doesn't have anything there, because that would be quite problematic. This one, of course, light infantry squads will immediately go towards, also sneak towards this position, this heavy forested area. This light infantry again will go towards this position here. Mind you, it looks like we have more people here, so I'm gonna actually because of the engineers alone, I don't think I need to waste overly too many of light infantry here squads, but nonetheless, light group leader here and light infantry, I think they might do a massive amount of damage. And plus, I don't want to get my squads overly too close to each other, because of the enemy mortars that are still alive, and they might actually have more. But again, you know what, I'm gonna do this sneak also. So we're gonna have 3 big squads, well, 2 light squads, 1 group leader on this side. On this side we'll have engineers with the support of the sniper, and of course platoon leader, engineers, and heavy machine gun teams. I think this is enough to support whatever we have, especially because the engineers don't have that much of a morale. At least, of course, at the moment they have a great morale. I think if I move them around, and you can see their morale is on a medium. So as soon as they are close to me, the demon that is, they're almost fanatic. So anyway, I'm gonna tell them to move fast. Okay, maybe not move fast actually, but you know, let's move fast like this, lay this from house to house, and like that. I'm gonna move fast only to this house here with my actually sneak to this house with my demon. Heavy machine gun sneak towards this house here. I think because the engineers shouldn't be able to be seen by anyone here unless they actually have troops here, they might actually do this well. All in all, let's hope this actually works, because we are sneaking at the moment, and that will again give you kinda I guess an advantage of not being seen by the enemy mortar teams. Hopefully not being seen by the enemy mortar teams, because again we only have a sniper for support. This heavy machine gun team has no ability to heavy machine gun anyone with the MG34s of non-existent fire. But I'm definitely thinking the enemy might actually have the infantry in these houses, or maybe even this hill, but we do not know yet. We need to see the red dots on the map, and that is the most important thing. Okay, so our squads are slowly moving. Group leader, light infantry right behind them. Hopefully they will do good and not get seen by the enemy. At the moment here, we have the engineers already in the main house. Okay, that's good. We're gonna tell them to sneak down this part, this yellow little grass field of true evil. Okay, everybody's sneaking, and that is the point, because again the enemy has an advantage, I would say, because they're defending again, and they can set up anywhere they want. They might actually see us from any point here, especially from this hill, whatever, hill 122, and yes, mostly hill 122 and hill 121. are the problematic, and this middle part here. If we can get to this little hill here, we might get overview over the entire area, this position, and maybe enemy doesn't have tanks, hopefully doesn't have any kind of tank capabilities. We might actually do kind of damage to the enemy. Plus, because these are mostly open terrains, we kind of get screwed by the tanks and the open terrains. This is why I usually from what I actually played from these maps, and I actually played them a few times, so I know the maps, but that's not the problem. Again, the setup is always different. Like this time around, I usually have a Puma. If I have a Puma, I will put him in the middle of this part. He would usually do a heavy damage upon the enemy or something like that, and that's a good stuff right there. Or even have a Panzer IIIJ forward command, and they will do even more damage, and they will get experience. So they will be awesome all in all. So this is light infantry moving here. I'm gonna tell them again to move here. There tends to usually be some Russian infantry in these woods here, and maybe this time around not, but we shall see how it actually goes. I don't know if I can actually pass through these points, over these points actually. I'm not sure. I think that there is a possibility of that. At the moment, nobody's firing, and you know, everything is clear, nice, and sexy. Oh boy. So kind of covering fire. I think I can give my friends here, my engineers, just for in case if the enemy tries to do something smart. I'm gonna sneak alongside these bastards because we need platoon leader for the engineers. Engineers alone have problem with morale. We don't want them to lose their morale and start cowering the little bitches. And there they go. Wow, they were actually right there. They were right there. Let's get some open fire upon this position. I'm gonna start bombing the crap out of that. They are actually in the river trying to defend. I have no idea what they are, but there's... Oh, that's also a heavy machine gun team for them. Oh, man. Very bad. We can drop smoke, I think, for in case we're suppressed pinned. We're definitely kind of in a troubling situation here. Can we open fire? Yes, we should be able to open fire upon those positions. Again, there they go. There is another team there, ATR team, anti-tank rifle team. That's okay. It was either one of the men have gotten shot. Here is another team trying to do something evil there. This team, light infantry, should be able to kill this militia. These are militia. They shouldn't be able to do that much damage towards us. Can't say being suppressed. We have a leader that is suppressed in this light infantry. This light infantry is healthy. It's all good. It's all great and groovy. Of course, I'm going to immediately open fire if I'm able to actually shoot at the enemy. Here, if I'm able to shoot from the sides, maybe. No, oh no, a little bit close. If they get a little bit close here, we're able to actually shoot at the enemy. In this point here, we're still holding off. We're still all alive. We're dropping the bombs here on them. We should also use these mortars to suppress this infantry that tries to go over the hill 1-2-1. All in all, at the moment we're holding, but I'm thinking I'm not doing much here. So I'm gonna move a little bit fast here, maybe with the squad leader. But I'm afraid of getting shot by that heavy Maxim gun, probably a Maxim. I do not know what exactly they have. But hell's bells. It would seem that my mortars are not firing anymore because they lost the target. But I'm gonna target those positions because they are in those positions. Those are the militia. But this problem is here because this is a heavy machine gun team. I want them destroyed. I can move a little bit my firing arc towards some other parts around the enemy, and hopefully we can do some damage because this is getting ridiculous. Now we have me, Demon, here covering the engineers. Engineers can again sneak towards this tree line. I will sneak alongside them just for awesome cover and of course morale boost. Again, we have one dead here. One person is dead. That's like one only. And we need to kill this bastard. It's unbelievable. We're absolutely doing no damage to that heavy machine gun, whatever it is. I'm gonna say it's Maxim. That is the only one I think I would know. They probably also have the Mosin against and all the classical thing. I think they are being scared away by our fire. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There it goes. A heavy damage upon the enemy. Now they are screwed totally. Yeah, we also probably killed their heavier stuff there. I'm gonna try to tell these guys we only have 26 rounds. We also killed another dude with a mortar strike. This is beautiful. We're actually doing some kind of damage towards the enemy. We are of course sneaking with our engineers, hopefully to do some kind of flanking action. Maybe, probably not, but you know, flanking action. Did we lose someone? Because there is my heavy machine gun team that was here. Oh my god, did I lose my heavy machine gun? Because oh, heavy machine gun actually retreated maybe. I have no idea what the hell happened there. They retreated, it would seem. Yeah, retreated. What the hell? I have no idea what happened there. But they... well, at least they will actually be able to hold a hill 1-2-1 if the enemy actually tries to do anything smart. Definitely the bombs they're dropping there are doing some kind of damage. I'm gonna try and move in, sneaking that is, towards the enemy position. Hopefully this time around. To actually stop the mortar fire, you just have to tell them to guard or ambush. I think guard is also the same because they won't be usually opening fire freely like that. Okay, let's move in. I'm gonna sneak a little bit towards this little hill here. We can move in, move fast towards this position here with our heavy machine gun teams that is left, well, that we have. At the moment we are doing great. We killed almost the entire squad here and probably killed the heavy machine gunner also. Yes, we did definitely heavy machine gunner, as you can see, killed in action. Kazakh heavy machine gun team actually, as you can see, 1 dead, 3 wounded heavily, so they are out of action all in all. That's okay. I'm gonna tell these guys also to stop firing because that's not the point. And there is another team here. Oh, there goes a shot. I have no idea what this guy is. Maybe the leftover of the Kazakh heavy machine gun, but I don't think so. But again, do remember they actually tend to have a massive amount of troops in one group and one squad. And now, these are not our mortars, then these are mortars of someone else's firepower. That is probably someone else's firepower. 14 rounds on this one and 30 rounds on this one. A Badr and a Geyser. I'm gonna have to add their names like that to actually start remembering their freaking squads. Not just 80mm squad and 80mm mortar squad, whatever. All in all, we're a-okay. We're holding our own. We might actually do... we actually might win because of the morale. Because we're actually doing a massive amount of damage. I'm gonna sneak in towards hill 1-2-1 with my light infantry, that is. Sneak... oh, they surrendered. Okay, so of course the enemy tends to surrender your units, as you can see here. He surrendered. That's a rifle team. Surrendered. 4-man group. 2 of them surrendered, as you can see, white skulls, 2 skulls red, that means dead. That's all good. All in all, we did good, and we won. We actually got your rank plus 100, your force strength plus 10, opponent's casualties plus 10, ground you control plus 10. Anyway, all in all, excellent stuff. You can see killed, wounded, prisoner. Of our German losses, nothing. Killed 3 in total. So total 3 infantry squads maybe, if we infantry 3 at least, so total 3, 4 in wounded and 2 prisoners in total. All in all, we did well for our second battle. A decisive victory, that's all good and well. Again, I'm gonna queue this. You don't have to, I think, always save, but just for in case. As you can see, our roster is full because we have everything we ever wanted, but you only have a 95 points now. But that's okay, I can definitely get myself a Panzer IV for 90 points, and that's about it. I mean, that's exactly what we wanted, and if the enemy actually does have for the next mission a T-34, which is our last operation mission, it's gonna be awesome. All in all, we did well. We didn't lose anything, which is very awesome indeed. We did very, very well. Our engineers proved useful, I guess. Our group leaders were awesome. Our infantry squads were awesome. And of course I forgot again to see who gained what experience and all the good stuff. The medals, of course, nothing yet. Kills, you can see here who got the most kills. As you can see, group leader in total, I think, yes, in total this of course tells you the entire group amount of damage they did, 6. So the group leader here, group leader Schneider, which I'm gonna have to rename all these bastards. 6. Engineers, 8. Really? Engineers got 8 kills? Wow, they're awesome. You see, these units, I haven't noticed the engineers even did any kind of damage towards the enemy. Heavy machine gun teams, nothing. At least not that one that we actually lost the heavy machine gunner on them. And you see, I should actually refit that, but I'm gonna have to get the Panzer 3J for in case. So yeah, I'm again the Kraus will have to leave. I mean, his sadly, why didn't we lose Walther P38 bastard and not like Carbiner or Kar 98 or MP40? But we had to lose the MG34, which was like the most important freaking weapon. Oh well. So all in all, these are your kills and all the good stuff. The history yet to be revealed to us. All in all, we did well for this mission. I'm very happy how it went. It was very much more enjoyable, I think, compared to the last one. And of course, I'm now rethinking what to do because I mean, the only thing I can do is refit this squad for 15 points. I was hoping for more points, to be honest. But you know, yeah. Thankfully, I left those 35 points because this is bad. This is very bad. I mean, I may get the heavy machine gun team back and just have a full squad ready there, but I definitely need a heavier tank, that is. So I definitely would be needing a medium command tank for 90 points. Now, of course, as you can see, commanders provide leadership on battlefield. This tank makes commander more visible, but enables them to move without becoming fatigued. The Mark III has a 50mm main gun, 2 machine guns, and moderate armor. Mind you, if they do actually have T-34, T-34 will open us like nothing. It has a 76mm armor, 76mm gun. All in all, if they do actually have a T-34, we shall see. All in all, I will definitely actually go with the Panzer III because I think that we need at least a tank or 2 in the army to do the good stuff, you know, the ugly stuff, the sexy stuff. And that's it for this video, and I wish you all the best, and I hope you enjoyed it.